Alright. Okay. This is where our crazy, amazing idea started. COVID, this annoying and frustrating disease that affected all of our lives. It's the main starting point, as some may say, crazy decision to sell our home and most of what we own to leave our home state, Florida, and travel around the country with our family. Zack looks like he's doing better.
I'm feeling better. Just up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down.
Like the stairs?
Like the stairs.
Let's begin from when we bought our home. We purchased our house right in the beginning of the pandemic. At the same time, I was nearing the end of my third pregnancy with our first little princess. This home was a big deal to me because it was the first house we ever actually owned. Everything was going pretty smoothly. We were making upgrades to our upstairs bedroom for our first little baby girl. And we even added a built-in fireplace downstairs. Well, we were only in our house for about 6 months till my husband came down with the C word. I only had mild symptoms for about a week. My husband, on the other hand, was sick for over a month. It turns out that he had COVID and pneumonia. Those two hit him pretty hard. We didn't think traveling was ever possible for us until my husband started running some numbers. The housing market went sky high here in Florida because there was never a real big shutdown. We decided to talk to our realtor who just sold us our home a few months ago, and she worked out the details with us. So one weekend, we just sat back at our hotel pool and waited while people toured our home. Our realtor let us know that we had multiple offers. Making this decision to sell our first home was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. Some mornings I would wake up and think, what are we doing? This is crazy. Just to think we would be driving away from everything we knew. Our first home, stability, and what most consider normalcy. Luckily, I have an extremely smart and caring husband who talked all of my fears away. Still, there were so many unknowns for the both of us. We even asked our boys how they felt, and of course they were pretty unsure about the whole thing.
Well, how do you feel about living in an RV?
I'm nervous, really excited. Afraid of, like, if we're driving on a mountain, then we turn, and then it slides off, and then we fall.
You're afraid of falling off of a mountain?
After the house sold and we were under contract, I started putting things up for sale on Marketplace, Facebook. We had a 3-car garage that we both transformed into a fully stocked gym. It was freaking amazing. We worked really hard on building that gym setup, and we sold over half of it. We did save what we could to travel with. So we wound up purchasing what's called a rig rack, and it attaches to our hitch. It acts as a pull-up bar and a squat rack. And we'll talk more about that in another video. I had just recently purchased so many new things for our home. However, I had to come to the reality that those were just things. Everything was selling at such a fast rate. We sold about 90% of everything we own in less than 2 months. I also had to let go of my beautiful Chevy Equinox. I've had that vehicle for the past 8 years.
Okay, he's gone. How you feel?
It's a car. We used Carvana to sell my car, and they were great. It was hard to see it drive away, but the ease of the sale made the whole thing a little less stressful. During the process of selling our whole lives, we started searching around for our new RV home. We visited RV conventions and toured around a few RV dealerships. We did this just to get a feel for things because we never actually owned an RV before. A few weeks before we had to pack up and get out of the house, we had a huge garage sale to sell the rest of the little things that we had. That was a huge success. What we didn't sell, we donated. The only things that we kept were the things that we could use in our RV. The day we packed up the last of our belongings and drove away was pretty difficult for me. I had so many mixed feelings. As we slowly started to pull out of our driveway for the last time, I looked at my husband and started to cry uncontrollably. I tried to hide my feelings, but I kept wondering if we made the wrong choice. Bye, house! There were so many unknowns. We didn't even have a camper to live in yet. We were technically homeless. It's crazy how many emotions I had then. I was super excited, but I was so scared. However, at the same time, I knew everything was gonna be okay. Last day at the Sun and Fun Resort. Tomorrow we get our RV. We now know, doing this for a while, that the biggest risk would have been not taking one at all. We are now able to spend more quality time with our children and raise them the way we want. We are coming up on our first year of full-time travel, and it's been amazing so far. I wouldn't trade it for anything. We're really, really getting loud.
They got louder. Remember telling me to shut up?
Yeah. Your time in life will pass by. You can either spend it creating the life you want or spend it living the life you don't want.
Hey, my name is Zack.
Stop, come on.
We sound like behind the scenes here.
She thinks that's funny. Hey, my name is Zack from Beckhams.bigrig.
Hi, I'm Mason.
I'm Anthony.
And this is Beta. We'll be dropping raw episodes of what full-time travel life is really about. We're gonna be dropping some raw, and I mean real raw episodes. At Beckhams.bigrig, we train hard, explore far, because you get one life, one chance to live it with no regrets. Please subscribe to our channel and follow us on our journey. It's gonna be all about that full-time travel. I'm talking upside down pineapples, you know what I mean?
Ew, no.
At Beckhams.bigrig, we train hard, explore hard. We are hard.
What?
Because you only get one life, one chance to live it with no regrets, or maybe a few. Please subscribe for that freaky stuff. I'm talking about midnight, you know what I mean? See ya.
This one is super, super steep. Woo!
Lean back, lean back.
Hey, honey, where are we going?
Sacramento,
What's in Sacramento?
super training gym,
Who's super training gym?
Mark Bell.
Mark Bell. Woo woo! Dana's first trail.